if you didn't disinvest before. Of course, it's not easy to know when the market is crashing, but still, let's see. So Ethereum USD, we see a nice pullback. I was expecting a pullback, yes, as we were bullish, just bullish structure, expecting a pullback to, just pull back to the previous area in order to continue, but I didn't expect it to happen this fast in just one day with just one daily candle. So that happened. Of course, I saw my portfolio suffer a lot that day, especially when we were down here. It's not a nice feeling when you're up a lot and in just one day you see a 20% decrease on your money, basically, depending on how much money you have invested, but still, whether it is $1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000, still not nice to see money decreasing, basically. So here, I had this zone marked out before the drop. It's not like I did the analysis after we were dropping. I had this zone marked out. Why do I have it from here? It was more on lower time frames. I was trading this zone actually during August. I was buying from here with some not intraday positions, but medium-term positions, and played out nicely. And that's actually the zone that held on these pullbacks. We had the pullback, and I was like, okay, if we are breaking this zone, I will think about disinvesting something, because that's basically structure. And if we break this zone to the downside, then the bearish bias could come into place. As we were going up, we had, the crash of May, now the pullback. But if we hold this order block up here and we break bullish structure with breaking this zone, then yes, it's not a really nice situation. I would prefer to disinvest some of my money. Let's say basically I would prefer to do that. Now this lines up with Bitcoin, and on Bitcoin I had a zone 2 and we wicked below it. Sorry, 1 second. We wicked below it. Now I wasn't expecting a wick below it, if I have to be honest, but still we haven't closed with a daily candle below that, so that's really, really important to me. Right now it looks like we're finally turning bullish after 2 days of testing this zone, and we might continue to the upside. Now this will be confirmed, of course, if we put in a new higher high, but for that it will take time. As you know, cryptos really move according to sentiment and also according to some news. So I remain bullish. I had my 2 zones on Ethereum and Bitcoin marked out. As you know, they are the most important cryptos, as if Bitcoin or Ethereum crashes, the whole market is crashing. 1 second. Right, I was saying the whole market is crashing. So of course I saw some other of my cryptos go down 25-30% in one day. That's okay, as they've gone up 100% in 2 months. So it's okay, healthy pullback. Of course, I wasn't expecting it to happen this fast, but still, I have my zones. I want to see what happens from these zones. So far, they're holding very good, especially Ethereum, Bitcoin too. We went below it, as I don't really like that, but still, this could also be just a grab of liquidity. As you know, not everyone can win, not everyone can make money. And I believe that during this bull run, we are seeing a lot of manipulation to the downside to scare people, and to make it possible for only some people to win, to make money, basically. As you know, you understand, in general, we're not supposed to all make money. So of course there is manipulation and all. So this is crypto, of course, there is some other analysis that I could do, but that will go too much into detail, and it will not be fair for the Crypto XL members where we, share everything. But still, I told you my opinion on cryptos. I hope it was helpful. We know when to disinvest, which targets to have, thanks to the Ethereum Bitcoin charts. And this is another thing that, well, I wanted to tell you. If you go back and watch at historic data and you watch at the chart during the last bull runs, you will find some things that will help you understand when to disinvest and so on. But I cannot tell you, as that's for premium members of Crypto XL. So the big arguments that we should talk about is two things. Both are very important. One is that usually, and maybe I shouldn't say it because you are my student and you're learning from me, but this is very important. It will help you. So usually traders who take courses, I took courses too in the past, you trade what you are told about the markets. So basically, if I teach you that the market moves with market structure and with supply and demand and so on, you will trade that way. You will not trade what you are seeing from the markets. I hope it makes sense. You're trading what other people told you about the markets. So this is, well, I know you're my student already, so you already decided to take my course and everything, but this is just a parenthesis just to tell you that in case you are wondering or you are thinking about buying some other courses, and of course I support that, as I bought many courses when I was younger, when I was getting started. It's not that I get jealous because you shouldn't. So you can get as many courses as you want. All I'm saying is just be careful who you are taking courses from, because many people, first of all, they don't trade, they just sell the course. Second thing is, many people are teaching what they learned from other people, and they all teach what they hear about the markets, what other people are saying about the markets, not what they actually see every single day in the markets. I have a folder on my PC with almost every single trade, not every single trade, but every single useful trade, which was interesting, whether it is a loss, whether it is profit. I have it saved, and I go back and I review it and I understand why the market is moving one way, why the market is moving the other way. So make sure to learn from people who are teaching you how the market is moving according to what they are seeing from the market, not from what they heard about the market. Okay. All right. So let's talk about it. All right. These are not concepts from me. I studied these concepts with courses, also like courses for trading, also other courses which were not for trading. It's not like something from me, of course. We all learn from someone. So just to not take credits, Still, so this is our mind, all right? I will not be able to share everything, as it is a very big argument, and as I said already, I will share the whole thing with my FTMO students, FTMO accelerator students, which the program will release by the end of the month, maybe beginning of October. So this is our mind, okay? And we have the conscious and the subconscious mind, right? Subconscious right here, conscious mind right here. And then there is our body. Let's put our body with, I don't know, a rectangle. I don't know why. Rectangle is our body, right? And in a subconscious mind, we have paradigms. Let's put it with a bigger. While in the conscious mind, we have our thoughts, we think, all right? Now, this is really a quick explanation, but still I wanted to share some of these things with you. So we have the conscious mind where we think, we elaborate stuff, and we have the subconscious mind where we have many things, including paradigms. Let me change the song. Post Malone, you like Post Malone? Yeah, let's put Post Malone. So, conscious mind, subconscious mind has paradigms. I don't know if you know what paradigms are. Just go and look for what it means. Paradigms is written like this, right? Okay, so we cannot avoid, it's not avoidable that when we think from our conscious mind, the thoughts go into the subconscious mind. Automatically, there is no other way, there's no way to avoid this. We think, we process some stuff, the stuff that we're thinking about goes to the subconscious mind, passes through the paradigms that we have, and then we end up with the result, which is our body, our actions, or in general, the results. We can put here the body or whatever the result. Okay. Now, we can change the way, this is again very quick explanation, but I still believe it will be helpful in some way. When we think, of course, if we have bad thoughts, if we are not in a good mood, all of that stuff, of course, it will affect our results right here. So, of course, if we are always angry, if we are not in a good mood, if we, in general, the way we think shapes our reality, and therefore, if we change our thinking, we can change some of the results. Of course, there are external factors. I'm not going to argue with that, but still, you get the concept. Now, that's true, but to a certain point, because if we study the mind, we have the way we think. So of course, we can try to change. We can change. It's easy. We can change the way we think. There are many ways to change the way we think, but we never. And I personally, before studying this stuff some years ago, I never considered this. We can change the way we think, but still the way we think passes through the subconscious mind where we have the paradigms, and then we have the results. So some people will complain that, yes, they are changing the way they think. Maybe they are more positive, maybe all of the stuff that you want, they try to set themselves in a good mood, maybe they meditate, maybe they do whatever, but still they don't see different results. So first thing we should do is examine the results. Basically, you want to pass FTMO and you're not passing FTMO, that's the result. Is that the result you want? No, because you want to pass. Good, then there is something to change. Either your thinking, and maybe if you try to change your thinking, it could help you, or even if you change your thinking, it's not working, and therefore is the paradigm, which is usually what it is, honestly. Now, all of this, should I carry on, by the way? If you like it, I will finish what I'm saying. If not, I'm good. I can just keep it for others. So honestly, it's not like I'm gaining anything by telling you this stuff. It's just for you, basically. So same thing, but this right here is only the lowest part, so the subconscious mind, and this is our mind when we were little, the first 7 years of our lives, this is our mind. We don't have developed fully the conscious mind. We have the subconscious. Basically, what happens right now that we are, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 years old, is that if we get information from the outside, from parents, from friends, from the TV, from whatever, we receive it, we think, our thoughts then pass through the subconscious mind, through the paradigms that we have, and then we have the results. When we were little, we just received everything to the subconscious mind. And this is not something that I'm telling you or that I invented yesterday. This is science. Everything goes to the subconscious mind, and we just receive. You know how many people say, oh yeah, when children learn a language, it is more easy for them, blah, blah, whatever. And then they can speak it maybe for their whole life, because we are still developing who we are, we're still developing our mind, and we are receiving everything to the subconscious mind, okay? We're receiving everything to the subconscious mind, and therefore we create some paradigms. Now, what are some paradigms? I will tell you some paradigms that I had, for example. So right now, I will not go into depth about some life things. I will just focus on the money part, since this is what we are talking about right here. We're talking about trading, making money, passing FTMO to make money, basically. So I will focus on that part. But of course, if you think about it, if you go back on this lesson, you can see this pattern happen for many other aspects of your life, not only money. This is just what we will talk about today. And I don't even want to talk about other stuff. I'm not a psychologist or whatever. So I don't know. I have more than 1,000 students. I don't know your families, where you come from, and whatever. But usually, in general, unless you are lucky, basically, you receive some paradigms since you were little about money. How do you see some paradigms? Just by hearing stuff, what we hear from the TV, what we see on cartoons, what we hear from our parents, that maybe they are arguing in the other room. They don't think that we are hearing, but we are, and so on and so on, and we create paradigms. Now, paradigms are usually also created even in a stronger way, when we are feeling emotions, because emotions, they attach the paradigms in our mind even in a stronger way. This is another thing that maybe I will go more into that in the future, maybe in the accelerator program. And this is why I believe it will be a very good program, because it will be focused on trading, of course, a lot. Major part is focused on trading, but there will be some about this too. And this will change a lot many people's perspective, and I believe also the results that they're getting. So basically, we receive paradigms. So I want to do some examples in my life. I'm just thinking about what's a good example. So we receive some paradigms since we were little, by hearing stuff from our parents, by feeling emotions while we are hearing stuff, and therefore they get attached to our subconscious mind. Some examples could be, because I know it in Italian. Let me check how. One second. You know, we hear a lot of stuff also from religion. There's nothing wrong with religion. I'm just saying there is some wrong about what we hear from something, from some religious things. For example, money is the root of evil. How many times have you heard that? You hear it from, you can hear it from your parents, you can hear it from your family. Maybe I'm from Italy, I'm from a religious family maybe not my parents, but my grandparents, very religious. So they talk about, they talk about it. We used to go to church, no. But if you start hearing, since other than that stuff, which is okay, it's okay to be religious and whatever. Correct. Wait, yeah, I just received the message, which is correct. Because this person just texted me, I've heard that the phrase, the quote is, the love of money is the root of evil, which is correct. This is how it should be. But now I'm saying, go back, think about maybe when you were little, or maybe it's just my example, but this could be for any other thing. And you start hearing, money is evil, money is the root of evil, blah, blah, and so on and so on. When you're little, you don't know that the correct phrase, the correct quote is, the love of money is the root of evil, which is different. It is different, but a lot of people forget how it is the correct way to say it. A lot of people didn't even understand the meaning of this phrase, and therefore they just say money is evil, and they don't know how it is the correct way. And therefore you start creating your paradigm about money, and you start thinking about that money is evil, and you create your first paradigm about money. Of course, you will have many others, and it is normal to have them. And you have your paradigm about money, which says money is evil, basically, in your mind. Now, another part, even if it should be different, then when you grow and when you finally, maybe you do some research about this, you find out that the phrase, the quote is, the love of money is the root of all evil. In that case, you say, oh, okay, makes sense. But still, when you were little and so on, people used to mess it up. They didn't say correctly, probably. At least that's what usually happens in general. Now, another thing could be, you cannot have it all. You cannot have money, love, and be healthy. You cannot have it all. Why? Why can't you? But still, people say it, right? Why can't you be happy? Why can't you have money at the same time? Why can't you be healthy and also have love at the same time? Why does it have to exclude others? Or, for example, I don't care about money. It's better to, I don't know, have a beer with my friends on a Sunday evening. Why can't you do both? Why can't you make money and also have fun with your friends? There are these conceptions about how one thing should eliminate the others, how you cannot be happy if you have money, how money is evil, which from most families, I'm not saying all of you, but for example, from my family, from part of my family, they create these paradigms about money. So therefore, when you want to make money, whether plus FTMO, whether make money trading, whether make money with some other things, I don't even care about what you want to make money with, but since you're here trading, I believe you want to make money also trading. We start thinking right here, we think, but even if we want to make money, the thought passes through our paradigms, and therefore it affects our results. So in the past, I used to believe that we just needed to change the way we think, and we were going to change the results. And that was partly true, but it also depended on what paradigms I had since I was little. So with that being said, the key to this is changing the paradigm in order to change your results. Okay, I did all of this introduction, all of this stuff, basically to say that the key is to change the paradigms. Now, in order, I will explain how to change the paradigms in the FTMO accelerator program, or you can research it if you find something. I will do it. I will just do it specifically for trading and for the money part, basically. If you want to change paradigms about some other things that happened into your life, you can do it. But you can just think about it. Or example from my family is, if you don't get a degree, you will not do anything in your life. And that, you know, that enters your mind and it kind of shapes your reality. You start thinking, yes, if I don't get a degree, I will not be able to do anything in my life. I will not be able to make money, basically. So all of these examples are something that is present in our mind and that affects our results. Now, this is all for, I don't want to go too much into depth. It is actually the first time I'm explaining it to my students, to all of you. This was just the introduction. Then there is actually how to do it. I have many more examples about paradigms and so on, but I believe I told you a lot already. I hope you liked it. If you have questions about this, you can ask me right now if you want to. Going back right here, very quickly, as you know, I was targeting these equal highs. By the way, really, if you have questions about this, text me right now, right here in the chat. We have equal highs up here, so I was targeting these highs. And at the same time, we are turning bullish on lower time frames. By the way, this is the Asian session, which is the concept that I said that I'm implementing and that I will share once I finish the backtesting on this. And honestly, EURUSD is looking pretty good as we are breaking all of this structure. So we can possibly look for buys, either from here, if we grab this liquidity, or from, well, that depends, possibly from here. Let's see. I will just take this zone. Even if it was mitigated already, because we created the order block, went to the upside, mitigated this, not really the best option, actually. Maybe we could move it to this one, but still. I will just take the whole zone. Let me see how many pips that is. It's 10 pips. Since I will look for lower time frames confirmation, that's fine. We don't necessarily enter up here. I will just look for some type of confirmation at this area. If we don't have confirmation, I will wait for lower prices. We didn't really do much chart work today. As I told you, I'm looking for buys on EURUSD. Look for these two zones, this one or down here, below the liquidity down here. Now,